was Carol Danvers' home, but I feel Earth is no home for Binary.
Whoa!
I'm so sad.
Welcome back, True Believers. Elite Legend back at you guys with another Marvel Legends video. And today, we are not going to be talking about the Hasbro PulseCon. Well, we actually are going to be talking about the Hasbro PulseCon that just happened on December 16th. But I'm not going to bore you guys by giving you a rundown of everything that happened, because unless you are living under a rock, you know exactly what transpired during that PulseCon. There's plenty of content out there that gives you complete rundowns. But what Elite Legend is going to talk about today is going to be some of the things that you may not have noticed and some of the things that you may not have seen. That's right, folks. We're talking about Easter eggs. Now, we're going to see a lot of stills in this video because Elite Legend was focused on what was in the background of the big three, or the marketing team for Marvel Legends. Now, the first thing that caught my eye was over to the right side of Ryan. Now, what you see here is Hawkeye and Kate Bishop from the Disney Plus series that covers the deconstruction of yet another male character in the what is now known as the MCU. It also chronicles the rise of a new Mary Sue known as Kate Bishop. So who knows when these will be released, but I'm pretty sure we'll get more information on these figures in the weeks to come. And now let's divert our attention to Dan from marketing. And this item wasn't really hiding. It is the mint on card Series 1 Hulk from Toy Biz. So of course, 20th anniversary Hulk is not an Easter egg because he was featured prominently during the presentation. One of the things that may have slipped past your attention was the fact that this 20th anniversary Hulk is coming with a Mandroid head. And not just any Mandroid head, it's going to be a gold head. So maybe in the year 2022, we'll get a re-release of the Mandroid in gold. Elite Legend looks forward to that because I really enjoyed the Mandroid Build-A-Figure wave from way back when. That really reinvigorated my love for Marvel Legends, especially once Hasbro had a hold of the license. That's when they kind of signified that they were all in with Marvel Legends. So let me know in the comments, how many of the OG Mandroids do you have in your collection? And do you want to see Gold Edition Mandroid? Now let's turn our attention back to Dan. And you can see over his right shoulder, there is an old Toy Biz Gambit on the shelf, next to the Captain America and Iron Man 20th anniversary figures in Clam Shells, or what appears to be Clam Shells. Now, that is not a Hasbro Gambit. That is, again, a Toy Biz Gambit, but I'm assuming that the reason he has it there on the shelf is because they want to show you that the Toy Biz clamshell is going to be the same size as the 20th anniversary Hasbro versions, which is pretty damn cool. Now, I have a question for all you true believers. Since we are getting Series 1 of the 20th anniversary Marvel Legends from Toy Biz, do you want to see Series 2? And which figure from Series 2 do you want to see most? Let me know in the comments below. Now let's turn our attention back to Dan, and you can see hidden in plain sight, we see an old school Toy Biz Sabertooth. That's a 5-inch figure, and this is an Easter egg because this is not the figure that we ended up seeing during the Hasbro Fan First Thursday. What we ended up seeing was the first appearance version of Sabertooth, and that's going to be coming up in a spring XMen wave for Marvel Legends. And I am extremely excited about Bonebreaker being the BAF, because that means we are rounding out our Reavers. But we'll get to that in another video. Now, Dan made it a point to stress that he is aware of the fact that there are many more monstrous versions of Sabertooth that we have yet to receive in the Marvel Legends line. And Elite Legend has grown a little bit frustrated because we can't seem to get the perfect Sabertooth. I still have the Toy Biz Sabertooth in my main display. Now, I'm happy to see a first appearance Sabertooth. I'm always happy to see a classic X-Men character, but I cannot wait to see what he mentioned. He specifically mentioned the Caliban body, and I cannot wait to see how Sabertooth would look on the Caliban body mold. Now we turn our attention back to Ryan, and I actually missed an Easter egg during this particular part of the video. Now, as you can see, Ryan, as he is placing that mint on card Hulk onto the shelf alongside of Captain America and Iron Man from the Marvel Legends 20th anniversary wave, he's actually covering up that Gambit figure that we mentioned earlier in the video. So you can definitely now see, it's confirmed that the Toy Biz clamshell is going to be the same size as the Marvel Legends tribute to that classic series. But we're not talking about that Hulk. We're not talking about the Toy Biz packaging. If you look below Ryan's right arm, you can see a shelf full of X-Men characters. You see some of the Reavers there, but what I see is a slimmed down Toad. Now, Toad has been depicted many different ways in the comics. I would have preferred a more plump Toad, perhaps using the Dr. Octopus body mold, but I want a Toad in my collection that is not my classic custom version. But so I'll take this. Now, I know we've been going back and forth between Ryan and Dan, and sadly, there is nothing to go back to Dan for. However, I want to give him his props for a great presentation, and I also want to point out a prop that's in his background. That Spider-Man helmet looks pretty damn cool. Now, I'm not a fan of the helmets. However, I don't know if it's the nostalgia. I don't know if it's me being a huge Spider-Man fan. I don't know if it's the fact that there's a new Spider-Man movie out in theaters right now. But I'm really liking that helmet. Now, let's also turn our attention back over to Ryan, because Ryan actually showcased a prop that Elite Legend still has on pre-order from Hasbro Pulse, and I just recently received an email from Hasbro Pulse letting me know that unfortunately my Eye of Agamotto has been delayed. So I need that in my collection. I still remember not being able to secure my Doctor Strange box set from SDCC from years ago. And I remember being extra salty that I didn't have an Eye of Agamotto. So I need that Eye of... Elite Legend, it's been a long day. I need an Eye of Agamotto in my collection. Please, Hasbro Pulse, deliver what the people want. Now, we've been going back and forth between Ryan and Dan. Unfortunately, there are no Easter eggs from Dwight. So what I want to do is I want you guys to tell me what you wish was under your Christmas tree. We've seen a lot of Dwight's Christmas tree. What do you want under yours for Christmas 21? Now we turn our attention back to Mr. Ryan, and I know this was the very end of the presentation. They usually like to give us a big tease. He went into his backpack, he dug deep inside of there, and he pulled out another backpack. So who do you think this backpack belongs to? I'm hoping it belongs to Rick Jones. More than likely, it's going to belong to some teenage character that struggles selling comic books. I'm not going to hate on comic books, the modern day comic books. Enough of that. But I'm hoping it's Rick Jones. Remember his Teenage Brigade from the early days of Marvel. But it could also be Franklin Richards. Let me know in the comments, who do you think that backpack belongs to? And who do you wish that backpack belonged to? And now, the main event well, at least as far as Easter eggs is concerned, the main event for me was when they made it a point to mention that the Rintra, or Rintura, I know the linguistics majors are going to be coming for the Elite Legend. Let them come. I reload it. So they made it a point to stress that that is going to be the first hooved figure in Marvel Legends form. That's going to open the door to reuse, and I hope that means that we will be getting a Gorgon very soon. Isn't very soon. I want to see it at some point in 2022. The year 2022 is supposed to be cosmic. It's supposed to be the year of the Fantastic Four. We know the Inhumans are very closely connected to the Fantastic Four, and Black Bolt and Medusa are awfully lonely on my Fantastic Four shelf. I want Gorgon, and I want him like yesterday. So there you have it, folks. My little list of the top Easter eggs that I was able to catch during the final Hasbro Pulse Fan First Thursday of 2021 from the good folks at Hasbro and Hasbro Pulse. Let me know in the comments, what was your favorite Easter egg that I listed? And let me know what Easter eggs that the Elite Legend may not have caught. Now, I make it a point to collect them all, but I don't catch them all. So let me know in the comments, what did I miss? If you like what you saw, give me a thumbs up. You can't do a thumbs down because those commies got rid of that feature. But again, if you like what you saw, smash that like button. Make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can be alerted to all of Elite Legends' next videos. Check out my Marvel Legends playlist, my G.I. Joe Classified Series playlist. Follow the Elite Legend on Instagram at Elite Legend 224. And until next time, make mine Marvel.